All right, I'm back. Had an Ask Me Anything. We'll call him Mr. D. And his basic question was, what are the tax consequences if I convert a traditional 401k or TSP or whatever to a Roth? And, he basically told me what kind of income he makes. He makes a lot of money in retirement income. He's got a federal law enforcement retirement. He's got a military reserve retirement that he's projecting to get. And he's got a lot of VA disability. So right off the bat, I see that. And then he says he has no debt and he doesn't have a lot of money that he spends every month. His monthly expenses are $2,000 a month. I mean, that right there is like the dream. Okay. So the the question this guy has is a question you want to be asking when you're older, because you want to be able to have a ton of money accumulated in savings. He's got over $500,000 in his traditional TSP, it looks like, and he has a ton of pensions. And he has no debt. That's where you want to be at retirement, okay? So here's my answer to this. When you're dealing with things like this that have massive tax consequences, you want to hire somebody to walk you through it. Because when you take money to convert your TSP, let's say it's a traditional TSP to a Roth, if you took out $500,000 from your traditional TSP in 1 year, that is literally counted as taxable income. So right off the bat, you're going to be bumped into probably the highest tax bracket. So if you take it all out in 1 year, you're going to get a massive tax bill, like huge. So when you're converting from traditional to Roth, you might want to spread that out over a couple years, because the more you take out at once, the higher your tax bracket's going to be and the more money you're going to pay in taxes. But if you keep your tax bracket low, by only taking out a little bit from the traditional and putting it into the Roth, that's better because you're not paying as much taxes. Now, there's no free lunch, but there are strategies. So in this scenario, if you want to convert your traditional TSP, you need to hire a professional, a CPA, okay? I mean, I don't do this kind of stuff on my free time, so I'm a CPA, but you don't need to hire me, please. I mean, I would love to, but, I'm not an expert in this stuff. So you want to hire a good CPA that knows his stuff or her stuff and have them walk you through the tax consequences, because there will be a lot of tax consequences. You'll pay a lot of federal tax. The more you take out at once, the more federal tax you're going to pay. Now, I see your wife has earned income, which is awesome. And you said, hey, should I contribute to my Roth or use that to contribute to my Roth? Absolutely. Now, if your wife has earned income and it says, $14,000 a year, if you're under 50, you can put $6,000 into your Roth IRA, and your wife can put $6,000 into her Roth IRA. So even if you don't have any earned income, but your wife does, you can do that as a spousal IRA contribution. So every year you can literally put her entire paycheck, as long as she has enough earned income, and you can put that inside both your IRAs. And you want to do that because once you put that money in that Roth IRA, you're killing it. All right. That money's going to grow tax deferred or tax free, and you can take it out tax free. So right off the bat, I would at least start putting whatever you can into a Roth IRA. Just make sure you have enough earned income for you to qualify. And you can make sure, because you actually have time after the fiscal year to see how much earned income you have. Like, let's say 2021 ends and then your wife gets her W-2 in like February of 2022. Well, you have until April 15th to contribute to your 2021 Roth IRAs for both of you. So if you want to be sure, wait till your wife gets her W-2. You can go consult your CPA if you want to, and he can confirm, yes, you can put this much into your Roth IRA. But you should definitely be doing that. And then if you're 50 or over, you can put $7,000 a year, $7,000 into yours, and $7,000 into your wife's. So I would recommend right off the bat doing that with your Roth IRA. And then when it comes to the TSP conversion, you need to hire somebody. But just know, the more you take out at once, the more that's going to add to your income and the higher the taxes are. So most likely he's going to recommend, or at least I would if I knew more details, to spread out those withdrawals over a couple years so you don't get a tax penalty. And then once you do that, now you have your money in a Roth, and that money will grow tax-free for the rest of your life. And there's no required minimum distributions, which is awesome, all right? But overall, you're killing it. Like, really, I wish I was in your shoes right now. And yeah, let me know if that answered your question. But yeah, hire somebody. Don't do this on your own. You'll make mistakes, okay? All right, any more questions from anybody? Shoot me an email. I will give you a live anonymous video, and I'll make sure you're good to go. Does anybody have any questions before I sign off? I might do one more video. Any questions, type them in the comments. Give me 5 seconds. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel, please. Buy my freaking book. I need money. And I love you. No questions? All right.